What is up, A team? Welcome back. Awesome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day or night, depending on where. But I hope it's awesome. And yes, we're back at it today. Talk more about some crypto. To talk more about the markets. Obviously, a pretty big market sell-off this morning. I mean, I wouldn't say a market sell-off, but definitely a pretty big that just happened over the last, I don't know, 4 hour. The 4 hour chart definitely took a pretty big hit. Again, a lot of people were jumping into the markets knowing that these things were under purchased. We're at the bottom of the markets in terms of where I guess indicators are, and some people obviously, I mean, the the exchanges out there are number one when it comes to liquidating positions, right? Especially if they find that positions are longs are overextended or even shorts are overextended, they're going to find ways to come crashing down. And all exchanges have a tendency of doing this kind of stuff. And so that's really what you had to pay attention to here, because centralized exchanges control the margins. They control the markets when it comes to perpetual tradings. So just realize that if you're jumping into the perpetuals market, that you got a lot of that manipulation on the side of that. And we're seeing that the markets are being played with when it comes to that. And that's really what this video is going to be about today. The stream is going to be talking about the liquidations of the market. There's a lot of things out there that are very positive still. So like, even if like there's fear in the market right now because positions are getting liquidated, or we've had a decent sell-off, I wouldn't say a major sell-off, but I mean, we've had a pretty decent sell-off in the last 4 hours. At the end of this whole thing, if you have some patience, if you didn't over leverage yourself or overextend yourself, these things will come back based off indicators. So we'll share those indicators today, and we'll also share, where we're seeing this in the next probably anywhere from 24 to 48 hours. Obviously, we have the weekend coming up here. Weekends are usually pretty damn dismal for crypto. Usually, we don't see markets start to rally until about Sunday, Monday, roughly, give or take. But we were hoping for a nice little rally at least into this weekend. So that's kind of what we were hoping for here. But before I jump into everything, I want to say what's up to everyone over here on TikTok. Appreciate you guys all being here on TikTok, and everyone over here on YouTube over here. We got Moto A Team in here, My Batch, Double D, Z Goals. What's up, man? Richard, Chad, good to see you, man. Air Sent. We got a Mark. We got Legal Alien in the house. What's up, Legal? Appreciate you, my guy. We got Space, JJ 8-Ball. What's up, man? Trent, Stop Sign, Selmo. We got Selmo Fudd in the house here. Trump tweeted, that's why it's down. Did he actually tweet, dude? I told you I need to get that indicator. Someone needs to create me a trading view indicator for when Trump tweets. That's like the number one indicator that we need now. Just give me that indicator, someone find a way for me. What's up, Anthony? Good to see you, man. Terry Rose, Tommy, what's up? Hey, Austin, what's going on? What's up, Steve? Good to see you, man. We got Steve L in the house here. 4 months as a member, positive vibes. Hell yeah, dude. All about positive vibes here. Even with the markets down right now, this is what we got into, right? This is why we trade crypto. Crypto is very volatile. Crypto can be fun. Crypto has its days, has good days, it has bad days. Has days where you can try to manage through your margins, try to manage through your trades. And right now, a lot of people are managing through their trades right now. I'm managing through my trades right now. I held longer than I probably should on these, but it's okay. I'm not even sweating it. Honestly, I knew what I put into it. I knew where we're at, and I want to see these plays play out. You know what I mean? I think our indicators are still very, very strong, and I'm excited to sort of see what this weekend brings. So what's up, Moist Mike? Appreciate you being over here on the TikTok side. Yes, I am streaming both on TikTok and on YouTube as well. Austin, early reminder, our brother, my comments don't get lost. I forgot later. Yeah. One thing I'll explain the difference between the 12-hour and the 4-hour. I'll definitely get on that, dude. I promise you. Let's get through some of the news here, and let's rock and roll, dude. A sexy haircut. Yeah, I got a little haircut. I even trimmed my beard a little bit. It was a little shorter than I thought it was going to get, but it's hey, man, it's good. It's actually nice to feel the breeze through my beard yesterday. So, yo, what's up, Craig Beats? All right, let's jump into it. We got a lot of things to cover today. We got some, obviously the stock markets and things like that are a little bit different, but let's jump into it. We got good things here. You can see the cryptocurrency market. Yesterday, it was down about, I told you guys in Discord, the market seemed a little flat. We were down almost 30% in trade volume yesterday, which is crazy, right? 30% in trade volume. We're up roughly 2% today in trade volume. However, the cryptocurrency market is down 0.47, which is not that bad. But when you look at the 4-hour, we'll just take like XRP here. The 4-hour candle on XRP is pretty bad, right? I mean, the 4-hour on a lot of cryptos are bad, but I mean, the 4-hour definitely took a big turn here, but crypto overall downturning over the last 4 hours. We're seeing back in the red. We were in the green as of late or I guess you could say early this morning, right around 3 a.m., 3 a.m. We were like right in the green. I think I woke up at like 5 a.m., saw that we were killing it. Then obviously the liquidation event happened out here. People were obviously over leveraged, even though the markets are under purchased at the moment. I mean, people saw an opportunity to strike. Centralized exchanges saw an opportunity to strike with their market makers. And I think that that's usually what happens here. One thing that's really good here is the Dow's still up, right? 100 points up on the day. NASDAQ's down about 73 and the S&P's flat at 5 points. So nothing crazy. But really good news up here. I mean, obviously you have this big announcement today. The federal governor, Wallers, says that central banks could cut rates as early as July. So we're talking next month, we could be cutting rates here. We knew that coming into June. I mean, June, they should have cut rates. I mean, that's basically what it was. I mean, regardless of where you're at, regardless of what side of the aisle you're on, I don't really care. Doesn't matter. We knew going into June here, halfway through the year, rate cuts, at least one rate cut should have happened, right? We knew that there was 2+ rate cuts coming into this year. Halfway through the year, we should have had a rate cut. It's as simple as that, right? Again, maybe this market is a reflection or a lagging indicator of not having the rate cuts. I don't know, but we know that we should have had something. We do know that Jerome Powell is probably the worst Fed chair to ever be in existence outside of 1982. But again, he hasn't done really much to help the American people. He's literally obliterated the middle class. And I think anyone that's in the middle class or somewhere in that ballpark knows that he has not helped us out one bit. He's allowed inflation to eat us up. He's allowed basically us to pay double taxes with inflation. He's done nothing to actually help us out. And that's really what it comes down to. So regardless of how you feel about him, we know that he's ass. We know that he needs to be out of there. And we know that he makes really poor decisions when it comes to cutting rates. And I guess you could argue the other side. But again, let's just go back to inflation, everything like that. He's just not good for it. He's not good for crypto either. So all that said, I'm off my soapbox when it comes to Jerome Powell. I think that, he should retire. He should retire and get the hell out of there. And hopefully we get some rate cuts coming out later this year, like they said. So liquidation's crazy, dude. Liquidation over here on the liquidation chart is wild. Again, we haven't seen these. Probably this liquidation event hasn't happened in over maybe a month and a half now, 2 months now. We haven't had a big day where we had a major liquidations like this. So let me zoom out here real quick. You can see literally over the last 24 hours, we're up to 148 million longs, dude. We're almost at to 225 million liquidations in the last 24 hours. That's pretty good. 148 in the last 24 hour on long, just long positions, dude. So you can see right now that they literally obliterated the longs. Everyone came in, and I'll tell you why. You look at right here on the indicators, dude. A lot of these indicators go on to like the 12-hour chart right here. Everyone's trying to catch the bottom on these, right? Let's just go to ETH. ETH and Bitcoin are the biggest ones. Look at where ETH is on the RSI. Underpurchased. Bitcoin on the 12-hour, underpurchased. Look at the day charts on these two. Coming down, they're on the verge of being underpurchased for Bitcoin. Ethereum's been down. It's been down here since literally back on Monday. Almost 5 days we've been below the 20% marker, almost to the bottom. We're at 5% left before hitting bottom here. So a lot of these, right? Solana coming down on the day chart. However, the 12-hour has been, sitting around the 28% mark. I mean, there's a lot of these cryptos out here who've just been hovering around where everyone's like, dude, we feel pretty good putting long positions in because of where indicators are telling us. People go and they put their longs in, 100 exit, 50 exit, whatever it is, and unfortunately get obliterated because they don't have enough margin or they put in too much margin, they put in too much leverage and weren't able to cover the margin. So that's really what it comes down to here on this. And unfortunately, that's what we saw in the markets right now. We saw AI. Dude, trust me, there's so many bots and AIs out there trading these algorithms that retail investors like you and I, you have to cover your spreads with not over leveraging yourselves in markets like this. It's just simple as that, dude. Maybe 15 years ago, 10 years ago, you could probably got away with it. And maybe even 5 years ago, you could probably got away with it. But now the bot trading is just insane, dude. So realize market makers are going to always make out on this. You're playing against, you're playing against basically the casino here. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Praise. Good to see you, man. Hope all is well over here. We got Salvation Army up in the house here. Was that Salvation Army or what was that Salvation? Why is the circle going up like crazy and a super coin as XRP is going up for the last 5 months? I don't know, Tony. It's a good question. Yo, what's up? What's up, Travis? I hopped on. What I missed? What are we selling? Are we long in NRX? I love you guys. You guys are awesome, dude. Why are liquidations good? Well, I mean, liquidations, depends on where you're at. Liquidations are not good. If you're being liquidated, it's definitely not good. If you're looking to enter the market, liquidations are good. And if you're actually shorting the market, liquidations could be good if you're liquidating a position. But either way, someone's getting liquidated in a position, whether it's a long position or a short. And right now, we haven't been able to even find the bottom of the 12-hour here. The 12-hour continues to fall. Same with the 4-hour. Dude, the 4-hour continues to fall as well. At least here on the Solana chart, Hedera, XRP, these are continuing to try to find a bottom here at 11.5. So hopefully we can build out of this one. We come down. We went past this is XRP chart I'm looking at right here. We definitely went down past the 0.5 on the fib right here, which is a really good support level right here. You can see if you zoom out a little bit, this gives you a pretty good indicator as to where our levels are. And as you can see, I mean, 215 is kind of like this like nice little level of support down to like the 213 areas, like this level of support right here, but it's broke past the level of support. Now we're kind of in this free fall trying to catch ourselves. We'll probably catch ourselves right here on this volume right here, maybe at 211. We'll build up, which what we hit. We actually hit that at 211 right here. Boom, 211.5, somewhere in that ballpark. So we're hoping that we actually caught this and we can bounce back up to this 215 marker right here, which again, I was doing some kind of, I was showing you guys sort of this you can see that anytime we've been really flat since right around May. So almost a month we've had this flat marker here where we basically been between the 382 and the 0.5. You can see right here literally since May 29th all the way to June 20th. So almost a month we've been into this like position between the 382 and the 0.5. Well, if you measure out these distance between these, they almost line up. I mean, almost like a 3-day window. A 3-day window between these, give or take some hours, right? But about a 3-day window between these. You see 3-day there, 2-day, 8 hours here, 2-day, 16 hours here, and about 3 days right now where we're at. This actually probably needs to come in just a little bit. So we're right at the verge of where this could have a breakout, which is where I'm basing some of this off of for myself when it comes to these indicators. So let's see here. Trump needs to think about America first. Oh, you're talking about with if the United States goes to war, will go down. Oh yeah, dude, we'll definitely we'll charts will be obliterated, dude. Charts will get obliterated if we go to war. Like I think that's 100% the case. Like we saw, I mean, the last war that we have to go off of is the Ukraine-Russia conflict, and we saw what happened to those charts. So I mean, yeah, I mean, you should be basing your decisions off of previous history, and history says that when we go, we definitely have some downturns in the market, right? That sparks the market and it hurts, can hurt the market big time. Gosh dang, Billion Wright coming in with the $50 bomb. Gosh damn. Thank you so much, Billion Wright, for the $50. Smash that like button, everyone. Dude, I appreciate you a ton, man. You're always out there. You're like one of the hardest working guys out there cleaning pools, kicking ass, and always coming in here and being positive and giving out super chats. I couldn't be more appreciative of you, dude. Thank you so much. How are we doing? Yeah, doing good, man. But yeah, this is where it's at. I mean, so you can see right now, we can look at my margin calls. Obviously, I'm in the red on all these, right? We're in the red on all these. You can see right now, I mean, let's go to H bar. H bar is at a 14,463 is current price. I got it at 14,532, down about $27 on that one. Nothing crazy, right? Sui's down. This is the purchase that we bought a couple days ago on channel here. What was that? We've been holding on to this for a while, waiting for this to pop off. It's at current price is 271. We got it at 278. Sui's been pretty flexible. We're down $4 on our link, which is pretty good, right? So there's those ones. And then let's go to the perpetual futures for the isolated margins. You can see over here, my XRP is down. I mean, my XRP is down $190. I got it at what, 213.24. It's at 211.81. You can see ETH right now. ETH is another strong chart right now. If you're not looking at ETH, I don't know what you're doing, dude. ETH is a really strong chart, down $12. And we're $12 right now. And our Bitcoin down $30. Everything was up like roughly right around like 7 a.m. this morning Pacific Standard Time, which was 3 hours ago. Everything was up. Like I think my XRP was up like roughly $400-$500, and then my H bar was up like $400 or $500. And so everything flips around pretty quickly. So something you got to be, got to watch out for. But I'm holding these for at least for the next run on these indicators, right? I got longs in. So when you have longs in, you obviously want to play that position. I'm looking for the breakout. This is what I was looking for right here. And I'm going to play this breakout right here, right? See this breakout? You see this breakout? You see these breakouts? These are the breakouts that I'm playing for. So again, everyone trades differently. Everyone has their own way of trading. Some people like to trade in 4 hours. Some people like to trade in 2 hours. Some people like to trade in 1 minute, which I can't do. I like to trade in 3 to 5 day windows, if not a little bit longer if I need to play these right here, right? These are what I'm playing for. These are the events I'm playing for. So obviously, I have to stomach some losses. I have to stomach the ups and downs. I said this 2 days ago in Discord that, hey, these look good, but you might have to stomach some ups and downs because, again, not everyone's going to buy the bottom, just like not everyone's going to sell the top. One person's going to buy the bottom and one person's going to buy the top. There's only one person that can do that. So, you're trying to manage where to enter and where to exit, but this is what I'm playing for, dude. I'm playing for these. I'm playing for a 12% gain on my leverage. I'm playing for another right here, 12% gain on my leverage. What's this one right here? This is probably close to like what, a 10% gain? A 10% gain on my leverage, right? we know that like on a 20x, we know that 1% gain is like, you know, a $500. So if I go to a 10% gain, where does that put me? So again, if I can manage my liquidation events, manage where my liquidation prices are, I'm holding, the longer I hold in these positions, the better opportunities I have to reach gold right here. And that's the position, that's where I'm at. So again, we all trade differently. I don't expect people, and nor would I ever want people to trade the same way I trade. Everyone should make their own decisions and decide what's best for them. Again, you guys already know my positions with these, and that's how I do it here on the channel. Dude, liquidations at 14.34 in H bar. Should I be good or should I jump out? Depends on where your leverage is at, and Antoine. Like I said, are you doing a 20x, 50x? It's hard to say because, like I said, everything changes based off what you're leveraging and what your margins are, dude. I don't know what they are. Hope all is well. Ostradamus with the numbers on the point. Brodick, appreciate you, man. Dude, I moved to Bellevue. Hell yeah, Bellevue is nice, man. I like Bellevue a lot, dude. Super mods. Hell yeah, dude. Let's see. Let's see. Just got, thanks for all the gifts over here on TikTok. Appreciate you guys. Let's see here. Trump's gonna have a speech today. I don't know. 30x. So 30x. So yeah, you're pretty high. I mean, you said it was what you said, Antoine. You said it was 14.34. Where are we at? 14.34. I mean, yeah, I mean, well, I'll tell you this. I'll give you this. Last time we hit 14.34, 14.34. Last time we hit that was during the liquidation event. Way over here, 14.34, which is right here, 14.34. We hit this back over in April. So we haven't hit this number. We got close. We're getting close, but we haven't hit this number. We usually seem like we bounce, we're trying to bounce off support. Great thing about H bar, although the 4 hours over, it's on its way down right now. There's a lot of what it does right here where you can see where it has this comes back down to about 65%. We have a nice little bounce back, but we've also, we've gone past the 80%. However, you look at the 12 hour, 12 hours bullish as hell, dude. If you can manage through this, right? If you have to increase margin, if you can hold your position in some way, realize that the 12 hours at the bottom, the day is at the bottom, dude. Like this is like this is probably the most bullish chart out there right now, right? We could be down here for another roughly, let's see, we're down here, let's see, Friday the 23rd through the 5th. So what is that? 7, 8, 9, 10, almost 10 days, right? 10 days on, 10 days on average for a good dip. We're already what? 15. We're already 5 days into this dip right now. We've already bottomed out. You can see we bottomed out. We're at 0 now, dude. We're at 0. So last time we stayed at 0 was roughly for about 5 days. So we're here already for 2 days. Dude, there could be a nice little relief here. Like I said, last time we hit these was back in April. I don't know, dude. H bar is pretty damn bullish to me. But you never know. You never know. Let's see here. Yeah, Sui's another one. Looks like BTC is going to do another bounce off the 100K. To me, based off the 4 hour chart, I feel like XRP might touch below again 210. If it does, before aiming to break out to the 230 again, it very well could. You know what I mean? Again, we're all just playing indicators and numbers here. It could dip back down. You can see right here we got the 207. Let me get these out of here. These little charts, they kind of annoy me a little bit. But yeah, last time we came down to these levels, last time we came down to these levels at $2 was roughly around April when we talked about tariffs again. So, but look at this chant. Look at this like nice little. This is a pretty easily read chart right here. So the goal is that we come back up to the 225 again. So, like I told you guys, what I'm playing for is the bounces, and that's where I'm hoping it goes, dude. Austin, you kill me, dude. This is why you don't listen to YouTubers and do your own research. Too many economics and wars. Hard for anything to be bullish. And could see a downside till September. We're not, dude. We're talking 24 to 48. We're talking 48 hours, dude. Like no one's listening to me, dude. We're just talking about indicators, bro. That's all we're talking about, man. No one's listening to me, dude. We're all just here looking at indicators, trying to find what best suits our needs in this time, dude. That's it. That's it. No one's saying to go buy. No one's saying to go sell. No one's trying to sell anyone anything. We're just talking about indicators, Victor. Easy, Dave. What do you think about H bar? What do you think H bar can get to? Well, it depends. Right now, don't listen to YouTubers. Listen to TikTokers. What's up, Lazy? I appreciate you, man. That's funny. That's funny, dude. That's too funny. I love you, Lazy. Tap that screen. I appreciate that. It depends on where we're at. I mean, I think that we have a good opportunity to get back into the $2, to get to a $2 range with H bar come October, dude. I'm shilling cheese coins. Austin does not completely influence my trades. Yeah, what's up, Michael G? Good to see you, buddy. Too many people upset their $100 investment isn't a million already. Well, I mean, people use leverage trading like meme coins, right? I mean, you do jump in there and they put in $100 and they put 100x leverage on there, and then they wonder, why it didn't pump. That does happen. You know what I mean? And you can see right now, XRP is coming down hot. It's still coming down. XRP is still coming down right now. The question is do you have enough? Do you have where are you at with your position? I mean, 2 days ago, right before I was telling everyone, right before like the whole Trump debacle, right? I mean, Trump and Elon debacle, I was down like $300 on one of my margin on one of my calls, right? And it came back, and we made a ton of money off it. So like, yeah, we're down to 210.60 right now. Looks like we're continually falling right now. And again, you got to manage this, right? How far does this go down? Does it go down to 208, 207? Maybe. Very well could. I mean, this chart, this was looking bullish, and then dude, it just had a sell-off, right? We have the sell-off coming in. I'm upset about slightly higher figures. Thank you very much. 141, good enough. Yeah, and I mean H bars, again, 14,360. So like I said, I mean, I think you did you already get 14,34? Yeah. So I mean, like this is coming down pretty good right now too. Right, at least over the last hour, right? 14. Yeah, you gotta if you have higher leverage, obviously you got to protect yourself even more, dude. You definitely got to protect yourself a little bit more if you have higher leverage. You know what I mean? Like liquidation price 13,805. Yeah, so like we're good with that kind of stuff, right? Let's go back to let's go to H bar here. But I don't know how I got these. Let's see here. No BTC. I don't like those. Let's close that. I don't like that. There we go. I was like, dude, I don't like that. We're going to get such a good long on this downturn. Yeah, you probably are. I think a lot of people are. What do you think about plumbers? Oh, I know what that is, dude. According to my trend lines, anyways. According to your trend lines. Yeah, we're getting definitely a sell-off right now, dude. There's definitely a sell-off happening right now, dude. Right now, there is a major sell-off happening right now. Liquidation events are happening 100% right now. You can see we haven't. We're down to 209. We hit this back in June, so about a month ago, or sorry, about 5 days, seven days ago, we hit this 207, 208 marker. Like I said, back here in June, we definitely came down to 206. So, but there's definitely a sell-off coming right now. Liquidity heat map, Austin. Yeah, the liquidity heat map is rough right now. Let's take a look at it real quick, though. Liquidation heat map. I mean, dude, it's actually, I mean, there's not, look at that. Look at this space right here, dude. This is going to bounce back. Look at that, dude. Like, this is going to bounce back hot. Look at that. Look at the liquidation just happening right now. Look at the liquidations that are just happening over here. This is crazy. So this is going to bounce. Look at that, dude. It just literally obliterated a whole market from 106. From 106 all the way down to 102 is literally obliterated a market right now, dude. This market sell-off is crazy right now. So if you shorted the market, kudos for you. Again, some people are probably down pretty significantly right now on their purchases. Even like right now, my liquidation price for XRP is 204. So I mean, even I have to watch out for my liquidation. I might have to add margin to my XRP. I'm down $500 now. Since the start of the stream, I'm down $465. At the time, I mean, my liquidation's at 204. So I'll have to even manage this as well. Liquidation at 205, getting too close for comfort. Yeah, get liquidated on the Argo short. They'll be hard, man. They'll be hard pressed, dude. So yeah, these liquidation events are no joke. I mean, even right now, ETH is coming down pretty hot. Bitcoin's coming down hot. Let's see right now. So yeah, our other plays, links down. Yeah, about pretty good amount right now. So liquidation on that is 384 for H bar. We're at 14.24, 14.250. So yeah, I did not like this new indicator. Trash this indicator. Great. Now BTC won't let me close my trades. Guess I'm done with it. What do you mean they won't let you close your trades? They should let you close your trades. Sometimes sometimes you have to refresh it. Sometimes you have to do like a hard refresh. It's a murder on live stream. Yeah, it's coming down. I mean, things are coming down right now. Pretty damn good, dude. 209. Dude, look at this, dude. Look at that chart right there. Look at the 12-hour. I mean, I guess last time we had a liquidation event like this was 12. I mean, and it's crazy. There's nothing like too crazy out there from news, right? There's no news out there, nothing. So it's like, I mean, all the news out there has been positive today when it comes to crypto. You know what I mean? I see. Yeah, this person says Bitcoin scammed us all. That's so funny, dude. Yeah, shorts are definitely winning right now. That's for sure. The tools are selling as the smart people are buying. The fools are selling as smart people are buying. True, you could look at it that way. People will be, again, what this is all about. Put longs in now. Yeah, longs. Definitely. You can see we're roughly down. I mean, almost what is that in like the last 12 hours? I mean, 4% dip in the last 12 hours. And mostly that's been around the 4 hour. That's not even been 12 hours. That's a 4-hour candle, dude. Almost an 8-hour candle. It's about 5% drop, dude. Last time we had a 5% drop in 8 hours. This was back when Trump announced when this whole the whole Iran thing happened. So when we get down here to the bottom, when you set your longs, your liquidation price will be well under where this could go. Money. Yeah, these are good buying opportunities for sure. Especially if you, I hit 4 shorts this morning. That's why listening to Austin. Thanks, dude. Did you hit 4 shorts this morning? Gosh, damn, bro. That's good, dude. Put longs in now. Yeah, you could do that. It's a pretty wild ride right now, dude. That's for sure. It just bounced. It's hitting there at 209. It looks like we bounced off the 209 indicator right here. I said indicator 209 level right here, which again, this is the 210 marker is where we said a good level of support is at the 210. There's always been a good level of support. 210, that line's been there forever on the chart here. Yeah, definitely bounced off that. Now we have like I said, now you have a fair value gap to fill at 215. So, yeah, H bar coming down on the 4 hours coming down. The 12 hours still at the bottom, dude. The longer that the 12 hour and the day stay at the bottom, the better it is for a rally back. Yeah, we'll be fine. I think. Yeah, I mean these markets will bounce back, dude. You know, you might have to stomach it for a day or two. You know, some of these positions you might have to work through. You know what I mean? But we'll work through them. About time to load up. Oh boy, this isn't good. No, it's okay. Let's see here. You buying this dip? Yeah. No, I've entered into some of these dips already, dude. I added to some of the leverage. Or I didn't add. I bought into some of these. I bought in on my XRP. On my XRP, I added to my position as well. Let's go back to it real quick. Let me go back over here to the perpetuals. So yeah, I've already added to this one as well. 213.24. I added $386 to it. So yeah, we're 3 cents away from being even again. I'm really not sweating the XRP thing. President Trump is not keen on war. He hates loss of life. Yeah, I don't think that we're going to war. What I miss? Why is the crypto falling hard? Good question, man. I think there's just a lot of people were projecting. I'm going to be honest with you guys, dude. Including myself, a lot of us were looking at indicators were saying buy. A lot of people were jumping into the markets, and I felt like this was an opportunity for a liquidation event on longs. And you see that right now. I'll show you how you see that. So just come up here. We'll go to our liquidations. And you can see we were at the bottom of most charts. So all indicators were saying that we were under purchased in the markets. Bitcoin was under purchased on the day chart. ETH is under purchase on the day chart. You got XRPs almost under purchase on the day chart. You got a lot of these cryptos out here that are kind of under purchase, right? It's coming down, going to hit the bottom. And I feel like these are a great opportunity for exchanges to liquidate when people are actually going to put longs in, expecting there to be a bounce back. Exchanges come in, manipulate the markets, completely obliterate indicators based off that. I mean, that's just part of the game. So like I said, if you didn't over leverage yourself, you should be okay. And I don't think any of us over leveraged ourselves by any means. So all the positions that we're a little bit in the red for, we're ready for the bounce back now. Can't wait for more. Started from the bottom and we're still here. That's awesome. Hey, Austin, what's the best chart you monitor that will come back the most? Oh, XRP, dude. I look at XRP daily, bro, like almost all the time. I feel like I have a better understanding of the XRP chart. Look at this. We're already bouncing back, guys. We're already back up to 210.48. I mean, like I said, this won't last too long. We'll see what happens though. This is very volatile now, dude. So it could come crashing back down. This is extremely volatile, but just realize these things will have their ups and downs. But I mean, you can see this window. I mean, it's pretty obvious on the screen over here. We are the exit liquidity for dark pools. We buy a ton. The elite sell. The retail is tanked. Yeah, retail is hard. I mean, you gotta be very careful with your purchasing in the retail sector. I mean, because we don't have any control. We are pawns in a pawn, dude, or pawns in a king's game. Sui bounced back pretty hard, pretty strong. Yes, a lot of these will bounce back. Even Hedera is bouncing back nicely right now. So XRP should come back. I mean, we're hoping that this little leg right here that we saw, this little downturn, we're gonna have like a nice little. Last time we had this, you can see right here. Look at this. We had a major sell-off. Oops, move my chart. We had a major sell-off right here. We lost almost 5%, probably more than that actually. Was that 7% in a 12-hour window? And right now we're at roughly a 5% in a 12-hour window. Our 12-hour doesn't even end for another 4 or 5 hours. So you can see right here, last time we had this event, we had a nice little climb out right here. So I'm hoping, and that was just recently. That was almost a week. That was 10 days ago, dude. This is the Trump. This was like the Donald Trump. I think this is Donald Trump and wasn't this the Donald Trump Elon debacle? Spat right here. I think that's what this was when we built out nicely from it. Now we're coming back down, and I think we're going to build out nicely from it. So we didn't hit another low of 208.86. So we'll see how, or 76. We'll see how that works out. Should eventually go back up to 106K, 150 XRP. You think so, James? Love this shit, said my heart. And this stuff's fun, man. Keeps you on your toes. Keeps you on your toes, man. That's for sure. When it comes to crypto, man, it's never a boring day. Something to do with Bank of America effed up our XRP breakout. What's the story behind that? Good question, man. Good question. XRP's pretty sweet. Just got a free $100. Oh, did you click the link, dude? Yeah, if you use the link, man, you get some free money, dude. Well, you might tell you the truth. I don't know if it's my link that gave you that, but I mean, definitely helps out. The crypto, the hot right now is stables. They don't care about the rest. Or 500 in the chat. Hit that like button. Yeah, definitely hit that like button. Appreciate you guys. 500 in the chat here. It's crazy how much they want to shake out. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, we are using BTCC as BTCC is it's what I'm actually using for my perpetuals trading. Again, it's been fun. Like I said, we've jumped into it here. I'll share it in the chat here. Perpetual, yeah. I mean, perpetuals trading has been really fun, dude. I think we've had a pretty good time in the chat here doing this. So, to each our own, though, right? Each our own on whether we like perpetuals or not. But yeah, it's been fun, dude. I'll be honest with you. I've had a blast with the perpetuals. Discord's been popping. We've made some really good calls, even with the markets down right now, dude. Even with the markets down right now, we've made some pretty good calls over there. The whole community's been on board with each other. Where's Bitcoin dominance? Bitcoin dominance is probably up right now. If I had a guess, let's actually take a look. Oops. Let's go to my indicators here. Yeah, it's up right now. It's up to oh, that's not what I wanted. Let me delete that real quick. That's the wrong one. I clicked on the wrong one. There we go. Yeah, dude, it's up to 65. So yeah, Bitcoin dominance is up significantly right now. So yeah, kudos to anyone that got in on the poly market of where Bitcoin dominance would be. They're freaking everyone out of crypto. Yeah, but this is the time, dude. I mean, like right now, I mean, I should be. I was trying to transfer over. I was gonna leverage some more on this on HBAR, dude. Like the HBAR thing is crazy. I do not like this buy sell thing they put up here. But the HBAR chart is looking pretty nice overall. Like I think that's probably one of the better looking charts for the next bounce. XRP, obviously, I think. I've been holding XRP for a while now. But I mean, we're on a pretty good chance for this to bounce back too. So yeah, Trump. So dumps are just for war uncertainty. Still, I don't know. There's nothing really in the news. Where do you find the Bitcoin dominance, please? Which chart? Oh, if you go to Trading View, and then you go, if you go to Trading View, and you go over to like, there's up in the left hand side, there's a little plus symbol up here. It says compare symbols. You can actually compare, and you can add the Bitcoin dominance, which is BTC.D, and that's based off crypto cap. And you can just go over here, and then you can set your scales on there. So yeah, it's pretty easy to do. One question that came in here, was from the State Department officials brief as considers U.S. involvement in Iran. Is that really what it is? It could be Trump's going live in a bit. It's probably what's causing the markets to go down. Some people know. Some people have ideas before a lot of us do, right? So, but what I was saying is that, so the question about how to read the RSI. So obviously I do a lot of mine off of the RSI right here. And so when you're looking at the 1 hour, each of these, like you can move, if you move your mouse over, let me move the comment out of the way. So anyone's watching, like Z Goals, if you're watching, this is for you mostly. So every time you move your mouse over, you see that there's a new hour being formed. So every notch is a new hour, right? Well, if you go to the 12 hour, every notch is 12 hours. So when I say these things, like when I'm looking like this candle right here is a 12-hour candle, which means that this is matching to this one. When you go to the 1 hour, that 1 hour candle is matching this 1 hour notch, right? So that means that in the next hour, this is going to move somewhere, right? So it's going to take 12 hours. This will move within 12 hours before this candle moves, right? So this will move once every 12 hours, where this moves once every hour. This one moves once every 4 hours. And so when you're looking at these RSIs, you're looking at where these strength indicators are based off of the hours of which you're looking at. And so when I say like, oh, well, I'm going to wait 12 hours before I make a decision, that means that like I'm going to look at this 12 hour, right? Or this 1 hour, which is going to move over the course of 12 hours. Right? Like this one, last time it was down was at midnight. This was at midnight. It was at midnight. It was at the very bottom, which means that we pumped overnight, which is exactly what happened. We pumped overnight, which you can see over here. And then we came basically crashing down right here. We're at the bottom again. And so now you go over the 12 hour and you're like, okay, where's the 12 hour? What did it do for the 12? Well, I just made it come down just slightly. You know what I mean? This next 12 hours is going to be bigger. So that's kind of how you're reading these things, dude. I thank God I got out last night after a dumb trade earlier this week. Yeah, it's good. I actually sold my Solana. My Solana trade I got out of. You can see it's not on here. My Solana trade I got out of yesterday. My what was the other one? My Cardano one got liquidated, which was we shouldn't have put that play in yesterday at all, or 2 days ago. Sorry, it was 2 days ago. Are we crashing because soccer practice hasn't started? Yeah, soccer practice. No soccer practice today, but there's definitely a tournament all weekend. So. We're going to have to sort of see how that plays out this weekend. And you can see right now, XRP has not found a bottom yet. We have not found a bottom, dude. This is still falling. You can see there's no wick on this. So, I mean, we're coming down to the low back here on when Trump and Elon got into their little spat right here about a week ago, right? Almost 8 days ago. And, or maybe was that over here on the 5th? What day was that? Can't remember what day that was now. But I think it was right here on the 12th. But yeah, we're basically, you can see right here that this is definitely coming down and hitting those numbers right now. I'm about to stable everything. Is liquidation day's position? That is all it is. Is H-bar dead? No. I'm ready to dump crypto for silver. Really? You're gonna get some silver, dude? Why the recent pullback? What happened? Again, some people are still speculating that the the market, the uncertainty with Donald Trump, or uncertainty with the markets. So, that's or uncertainty with Iran and Israel is still a big concern, I guess. But I mean, it'll be interesting to sort of see. You can see, because right now, even BlackRock's been accumulating ETH, BlackRock's been accumulating Bitcoin. I mean, a lot of these things have been accumulating. So it's kind of crazy to see the liquidation event right now. It's a pretty big liquidation event all of a sudden. So yeah, and there's nothing too much on it right now. It says, especially when we already know that here in this next month, we got a rate cut coming in. So like I said, nothing too crazy out here. Nothing. I mean, it is what it is. We got to hold on. Iran and Europe meeting scheduled for Iran weekend put on hold. Okay, just got a new credit card. What are we buying, Shaman? It's time to short. What happened? No, I mean, you could short if you want. I feel like the shorting. I mean, you should have been shorting back over here at 5 a.m. That's me personally. Shorts are definitely when I expect a liquidation before any move up. Yeah, not that this is a pretty big liquidation, right? You don't want to create a new low. If you create a new low, which is what we just did, right? The previous low to the cycle is right here at 206, right? For this cycle right now, this is the 206 marker. But you want to stay above this level at 208.52, which right now we are just barely above that 208.80. So I don't know. We'll see if we actually come down and hit this or bounce off of this. Yeah, it's definitely came down and wick past this support level at 50. So we are crashing because Trump is going to speak about war in 20 minutes regarding involving the war. Yeah, that could be. Maybe this is a scare tactic before he speaks, and he'll come out and say we're not going to go to war, and I don't want war, and then this thing is going to bounce back, and we're going to hit. We're going to come up here to 230 today. I'm just kidding. I mean, last time we had events like that, though. I mean, you can see right here. Last time we had crazy events like that was back over here in like May, right? These issues happened, and then boom, we bounced up. Like literally, we went from 210 right here, 210, and one day went all the way up to 232. Right? Remember that day? I mean, that's a crazy day. You know what I mean? So these days do occur where we have these massive sell-offs. Like right here was a big day, major sell-off, and then we came back roughly all the way up here from right around 172 all the way back up to 208. So those days exist, man. Look at this day. I'm sure you guys remember this day right here where we went all the way down. Tariff discussions came all the way down and then bounced all the way back up from literally 217 to 303 in one day. So like those things are crazy in crypto. I never count out those days. Those days can happen. So definitely could get a pump when he talks, maybe pricing in bad news. Yeah. Why is everyone saying we are cooked? The only people that are cooked are the people that over leverage themselves. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Please don't over leverage yourself. You know what I mean? Like definitely, we come on the channel here and we leverage trade all day long, but we try to be reasonable. I at least try to be reasonable with my trades, right? I mean, even a 20x is extremely long, but I mean, I'm willing to put that out there. But some people, are not, and so just be careful with that, with your trades on this. And go from there. Where we're, oh my God, he told you yesterday that he paused for the war for 2 weeks. Now he's going to speak. All the insiders, all selling before the news. Yeah, he'll be interested to see what says, man. Insiders could be selling, but I mean, I think that if insiders knew, they'd be selling a lot more than this. You know what I mean? You'd be shorting the market a lot more than this if you knew for a fact. Never leveraging my EBT. I was up at 5 a.m. and just hit another short. That makes 5 shorts since 5 a.m. Gosh dang, Nelson. People are saying that Trump's speaking in some people are saying that Trump's speaking in like 20 minutes. Trump's speaking today. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know if he is or not. My internet's been really bad lately. Yeah, look at that. XRP backed up to 210.52. Let's see here. President, I don't think he's speaking today. Iran says no talks without ceasefire. That was an hour ago. So I don't know if he actually speaks today or not, dude. It'll be very interesting. What if I already over leveraged? Yeah, then you're probably out of the game, dude. Hopefully you didn't. I mean, the State Department is briefing about it. Okay, guys, should I wait to buy? Up to you. Yeah, it's up to you, man. No, I'm tired of being homeless. Do you believe we will have a proper alt season? Yeah, we probably will. I mean, I believe that we've already been killing the alts. The altcoins have already been killing it, dude. I mean, XRP was at 50 cents, back in November. I mean, HBAR was at 4 cents back in November. You got all these. I mean, even Solana was down in the, down at like what, $20. It went all the way up to where it was. I mean, we've already done some crazy thing when it comes to alts. Last dip before the pump. What's up, John? Gotta try that 500x on BTC. Awesome. John, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Long time no see, man. But XRP back almost back to 211 now. So it went down to 208. Now it's bouncing back to 211. So we'll see what happens here. I'm so confident on this bottom to win. Trump speaks, and it's not terrible news. I'm putting in my entire swing bag on a 20x. Yeah, I mean, we've already kind of did that earlier on, waiting for this, right? A lot of us got in at 211, 210, 212. I mean, so we'll see what happens. Like I said, I bought H bar. H bar looks really nice right now. Fox News live on YouTube in 15 minutes. He speaks regarding involving U.S. in the war live on Fox. Okay, I'll see. We'll see if that does. We'll see if that plays out. XRP back to 211, dude. So we're climbing back. Like I said, patience pays off, dude. Patience will always pay off. Never make irrational decisions in a time like this, dude. Like just stay patiently, wait for this to come back. I bought the 161 dip and was proud of myself. I longed ETH at 230, and now I'm up 21%. See, that's what I'm talking about, Carlos. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's the power of leveraging is crazy if you can actually time the bottom right. You know what I mean? The power of leverage is nuts, dude. Look at this. ETH is already back to 214.18. XRP back to 211. H bar back to 14.265. I mean, dude, yeah, it has major bounce backs here. I'm buying Algorithm now. Okay, Algorand, yeah. Let's F and go. We back. Most of these people that are panicking are new, and the whales know they are new people. Yeah, people are gonna get shake. They're gonna get shaken from the tree for sure. 1 4 hour cross is positive again. It's on. Yeah, where's our 4 hour? 4 hours. The day chart's coming down. 4 hours already, on its way down right now. So the next, and again, this 4 hours going to end here. We just started the 4 hour at 9 o'clock, so it's going to end at 1. So 1 p.m. we're going to have this 4 hour end, and this 12 hours is not going to end until it's not going to end until 5 o'clock tonight, which means at this pace that we're going, the 12 hour is going to reach back down here. But again, this right here, now it shows that we've been suppressed. We'll be suppressed since roughly June 13th. All the way until probably later tomorrow into Monday, potentially, probably Monday. And that just opens up the door for Monday being a big day, right? Again, this last week, Monday was a big day. We made really good money off of Monday's swings, and we'll hopefully make really good money off of this next Monday swing. That's the whole goal, right? I'm working and listening. All right, Billy, appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate you being here. Yes, I use BTCC. Yes, that's where we do our perpetuals trading. Well, at least where I do my perpetuals trading. And yeah, you can, but you can use any exchange you want. Like I said, just because I use BTCC doesn't mean you have to use BTCC. The only reason I bring up BTCC is because of the bonus that they give. They give good bonuses to people who like Jimmy. Jimmy just got $100 for his bonus today. Like, dude, that's badass. Swing trading is live now. Yeah, look at this, dude. We're back almost to 212 right now for XRP, dude. 211.39. This is bouncing back. Like, I really hope people just have patience. Please tell me you guys had patience. There's literally no way that you won't make money with algo at these prices. Probably the best buying opportunity. Could be, yeah. I think a lot of people say that with a lot of these cryptos. You know what I mean? I mean, Solana, yeah, Solana's bouncing back nicely right now too, dude. Solana's at 137. This thing was up to you can see this morning. This thing was up to 148. Came all the way down to 135, dude. I mean, Solana's been a little bit on a rough road, right? But I mean, it hasn't hit this low since the tariff discussion. So I mean, you can see a lot of these lows haven't been hit since just now. So these things are bouncing back. So I want to buy more. What do you think? We can go down more. It's hard to tell. Well, H bar right now, I mean, I can tell you right now, XRP is looking like it could go down further, right? It looks like we could be bouncing around here, and we could probably stay in here where anywhere from like the 210 to the 214 and still have the indicators fall. And that's kind of what you want, right? We kind of want this day chart to reset now. Now where we're at, we want this day chart to reset. Doesn't mean it has to come all the way down to zero, but I mean, you kind of want it to reset after this up and down. H bar is already at the bottom. Like, H bar is like super juicy to me because the day chart and the 12 hours at the bottom, the 4 hour is working its way down right now. That doesn't mean that it can't do. It usually has a double top right here where you see. Usually we'd get a double top on H bar, double top, double top. You can see. I wouldn't say consider this a double top, but I mean we definitely came down, came back up, came down over here, came back up, came down over here, came back up. So there's a lot of that trend with H bar. So I mean, I feel really good with H bar. I mean, I wouldn't have put the money back in H bar if I didn't feel that confident with it. Let's see here. Joey, thanks so much for becoming a member of the A team. You're officially now a member of the channel, my friend. And thank you so much, man. Welcome to the A team. You panic sell once and you learn from your mistake. 100%, dude. Patience. I'm a trader, not a doctor. Gotta practice patience. We're near the end of this bull run. Got a lower DC on the XRP trade. Okay, Gabe. I ain't doing anything until Trump speaks. Hey, man. Yeah, you know, teach your own on it, right? Teach your own on it. We're almost back to 212 with XRP. XRP is back almost to 212. H bar is back to 14,308. Let's actually take a look now. As you guys knew, my XRP was down roughly what $530 where I was at. Let's see here. Now we're down roughly to 291. And our H bar is sitting around, we're down about $90 on H bar. So yeah, not too bad. Okay, bro, I'm gonna watch it live. I'll give you an update 100%. All right. No, I'm saying the math that is seconds 15 algo is the buy. Okay. I'm gonna go lower, but it came out and you said we're headed to World War III. You think we're headed to World War III? I'd be so disappointed, dude. I'd be so disappointed if we can. I'd be so mad, dude, if like he comes out and it's like we're going to war. That'd be like, dude, I'd be so pissed. Not only because the charts would look complete ass, they would it would just obliterate everything we got going on. Sui's a steal. Sui's yeah, it's coming down. I have to close my shorts, but confused if BTC will dump more. It's tough to say right now. Right now, there's a nice little. Right now, we're looking for a bounce back. We're looking for a bounce back, and you can see that wick. That wick came quick, dude. 208. When again, you can see the wick down here hit 205. The wick came down here hit 208 and had a bounce back. Let's see what the bounce backs were on each of these major wicks. We came back about roughly 1.67% there, and about roughly almost 2% there. Right now, we're at roughly not even 1%. So if we say we come back to 2%, that puts us back up to 213. We'll see, man. We'll see what this. We still have a ways to go on this 4 hour still. So Bitcoin moving down. Be careful. I can see a strike, but boots on the ground, no way. Yeah, probably a strike. I would give you, but yeah, boots on the ground ain't gonna happen. You can see Ethereum right here. So Ethereum's another one of these. Dude, this finally had. You can see like if you zoom out on this, this has been in this like accumulation zone for a while. Look at this. Since roughly May of 2025, we came up here, peaked, and we've sit up here since May 9th. And you can see right now we're back still in this sort of this consolidation phase here. On June 20th. So almost almost a month and a half sitting in this area right now. We bounce between every time we bounce down to this level, we have a nice little rally. We bounce down to this level, have a nice little rally. We bounce down to this level. What do you think we're going to do? We're probably going to have a nice little rally. So again, it's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but I mean, we should begin this trend, which puts us anywhere from 13% to 20%. So I did the same thing when it comes to XRP. We've been in these levels before, right? We've come down, we came up, we came down, we came up. We came down to this level, we came up to this level. So what are we expecting? We're probably going to expect us to come back up to this level, which puts us almost about 12% up. So again, you're looking based off trends. That's all you're doing. You know, you can't predict 100% of it, but you just try to look at all the trends and the potentials for the probabilities and you stack those up, and hopefully you have a better opportunity to win your trade. Doesn't mean you're always going to win your trade. I claim no credit nor knowledge on this. Buy more XRP. 7 minutes left. I was just absolutely lucky. Yeah. The more price taps at a level and doesn't create new levels, it breaks it's kind of where we're at. I mean, like when you look at Ethereum right now, Ethereum's at a really good level. Last time we're in accumulation zone, we broke. We're in a major accumulation zone. I mean, we're talking. Let's go to the day chart. Day chart will give us a better idea. Look at this, dude. We've been in this like this accumulation zone for a while. Look at last time we were in this accumulation zone. We sat in this area for roughly, how long was that? How many days was that? 94 days. We're in this accumulation zone for 94 days before we had this breakout. Right? So these things will happen, dude. I mean, we were in this for 94 days for a breakout. And then we come over to here. I mean, dude, we're in the same exact boat. We're not, I don't know if we're 94 days in. Doesn't mean that we're 94 days is like the number, but I mean, you know, you're talking roughly, we're 40 days in. We're 40 days, 42 days in on this zone right here. Same zone that we had right here. Same exact levels as we had right here. Anywhere from roughly 2,800 down to, I mean, even lower. This is actually even lower, 2,200. So we're going to eventually have a breakout again. I don't know when that day is going to come, but we're going to eventually have a breakout here, and it's going to be at a 70% increase from where we're at. You can already see the day charts at the bottom, right? Let's go to the weekly. Take a look at the weekly. When in doubt, zoom out on these, and this will really tell you what we're going to be doing here. So again, we're at the top. The only downside is that we're at the bottom during this accumulation on the weekly. Right here, boom. We're at the top of the weekly for accumulation here. So this is actually kind of a bad thing, right? So this is something you got to watch out for. But you could see that you could always have this double peak up here. Same with over here. Boom, boom. And you come down a little bit, and then we have this nice little rally again. So that could happen, right? Same levels here is that we had here. We peak up out here. We start to come down, and then we have a nice little run again. So that could happen. This little scenario where you see right here could happen right here. But yeah, being at the top right now definitely shows that there could be, you know, this 2,200 level could get hit again, especially on the weeklies. But the day chart's looking more promising. And then same with you know, XRP. XRP, look at the dailies are down here. The weeklies are down here, dude. The weeklies are at the bottom, still trying to form up right here. So we're still trying to build up out of here. We have a really good opportunity to build up on the weeklies. So yeah, looking good. XRP is looking better. It is looking better. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens the rest of the day here. It'll be interesting to sort of see how this plays out. We're thinking to join a strike with the US, UK, join Israel over the weekend, or yeah, I hope not. I hope we just stay out of it. I hope we just stay out of it, dude. I hope we just stay out of the conflict. I'm gonna be honest. I hope we just stay out of the, yeah. Is there guidance on perpetual trading on Discord? We talk about it a lot, Timothy, but yeah, I'll be opening up a VIP in the Discord probably later this week. Not this week, but next week. Where we focus solely on perpetuals over there. So I'll be in the Discord a lot, putting out, you know, videos and content, talking about trades, putting out calls on trades. People can, you know, learn and follow. Like I said, I never did it on the channel here before, just because perpetuals can be dangerous, right? It's people can, you know, you can lose a lot of money if you don't understand how to do it. But there's a lot of people out here. I just guess I never realized how many people actually want to learn and understand how to do margin trading. So I just said, you know what, screw it, dude. I'll do it. I'll partner with an exchange and we'll do it. And, you know, unfortunately here in Washington State, it's really hard to find an exchange that allows you to do perpetuals, because for some reason, Washington State just doesn't allow you to do it. So, you know, BTC being a non-KYC, it allows me to do it here in Washington State. Washington State's just rough when it comes to any crypto. So you have to sort of find ways around it. So that's what we're doing. And so far, BTCC has been great for me, dude. I love it. I love it, dude. So yeah, definitely. If you haven't done it yet, definitely join the Discord, join BTCC, and we'll be able to jump off into the races coming next week. Thanks for the confidence, Austin. I don't know. It's about right. You're good, grown man. Okay, time to pump. Yeah, damn. I should have known this liquidation was going to happen too well, or transfer BTC into Coinbase at 5 a.m. Yeah, that's another indicator, right? I mean, that's definitely something, old man Jenkins, you should be looking at too. You just never know, right? But we're bouncing back right now, back to 212. So, you know, anyone that's stomach, like I said, anyone that can stomach the dip right now and didn't over leverage themselves are going to come back nicely. Oh, really? Fox News reported Trump had a meeting with the representative speaking for Iran. Coinbase is active. Anytime that we have major liquidation events, Coinbase and any exchange out there comes back hot, right? It kind of sucks. So, yeah. it's kind of it can definitely be wonky, I guess you could say. Sometimes these exchanges get a little bit crazy. They get that. Well, I say a little bit. They actually get super crazy, to be honest with you. So, um, thanks for the info today, Austin. Oh yeah, Big B, appreciate you, man. Got a jam. Hey, take it easy, bud. I appreciate being here. I'm strong XRP holder and believer. I did a 10x longs on Sol Sui. Got my luck. 2 friends, 2 minutes left for the speech. I updated everyone. Bless you all. All right, man. Appreciate you, dude. Cardano rebounding nicely. Hell no, Cardano. Cardano. Why you got to come in here with the Cardano? Damn Cardano. Hey Austin, relatively new follower for the past couple of months. Got into BTCC, bro. Do you think Genius Act will affect us since we trade in USDT? I mean, I think USDT is going to be great. I mean, USDT is just a stable coin. I think it's just going to be fine. They're probably going to. It's not going to change anything. So USDT will always be decentralized, regardless of whatever the Genius Act does. It'll just be a matter of whether that stablecoin is being used here in the United States or not. And when I say USDT and stablecoins, we're talking to be able to put your money into a stablecoin. What they're really talking about, the Genius Act, is real world assets. That's what they're talking about. So real world assets are a big thing. Being able to move your money into a stablecoin, onto a network, put a real world asset into a stablecoin, and then trade based off that. Like, that's what they're really using the Genius Act for. I mean, in all reality, is to be able to convert things into real world assets into crypto or into digital stablecoins. So, like, no, I don't think it's going to have any effect on what we trade in. It's fully decentralized. Well, that's one thing that's great about decentralization is we choose what we want to put our money into, and USDT will never go anywhere, regardless of what the governments say. USDT will always be there as a store of value. These are the times that traders get wrecked. Don't trade, only buy spot and hold on, no stress. Yeah, you could do that if you choose, but I think it's important that you learn both. To be honest with you, Eric, I think it's important that you hold a bag, you hold long term, and then you also learn the perpetual markets, because in the bear market, dude, like, holding's not going to help you, dude. Holding to the floor is not going to help you in the bear market. You got to learn how to trade perpetuals, learn how to trade for shorts, because when the bear market comes, shorting the market is going to be the thing that keeps for some people could keep bread on their table. So you got to learn how to do it, and the best time to learn is during the bull market. When we're in the markets right now, this is the best time to learn perpetuals, dude. So anyone that hasn't ever traded perpetuals and they're looking to get into perpetuals, this is like the time to do it. Because the reason why I say that is because when the time comes where holding is not going to be, you're not going to be holding anymore, and you still want to be in the markets, you got to learn perpetuals. It's just simple as that. Right now, a good time to buy time. I mean, again, based off indicators are telling us that the markets are still positive. I mean, we should be like, ETH is still at the bottom right now. I mean, that could be good. Even Bitcoin is still looking, as a good entry point, even on the weekly, right? I mean, weekly's coming up. It's over purchased right now. Usually we have this double top that forms, but the weekly could come back down. So again, watch out for the weeklies. This could come down. Like I said, if you're doing the day, like, your long should only be in for a little period of time. But do realize on the weekly side of it, this, like, Bitcoin does have a major opportunity to come down. Same with Ethereum. Ethereum has a major opportunity to come back down to a certain level. We already know that rate cuts aren't going to be coming in until probably end of July. we know that the big beautiful axe is probably coming in. We know that probably Q3 going into Q4 is probably when we want to be in the markets. And if you actually time this out on the weeklies from the RSI standpoint, we're probably looking to be at the bottom of the market in September, and end of August into September, being at the bottom of this market again. So again, yeah, overall, we should probably be at some point during this, we should probably be, shorting the markets coming Bitcoin and Ethereum based off what the weekly RSI is telling us. Right now we are well over purchased in the weeklies for Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So our two largest assets are well over purchased. They're already starting to come down slightly. It's just a matter of timing it, right? So technically, if you want to be technical about this, there is probably a time to short this at some degree. If you want to look at long-term indicators, right? When in doubt, zoom out. But some, like XRPs are at the bottom on the weekly. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, right? If Bitcoin continues to fall out, will XRP fall out, or will this continue to build up? You want to take a look at Hedera. Hedera is already at the bottom of their weekly. So it's like, is Hedera going to actually build out of their weekly, of this fall that they've been in? Very well could. Same with Solana, right? Solana's on its way down right now. It's already on its way down. There's a lot of these that you got to zoom out and look at the overall view. But I mean, Bitcoin being the bigger driver out here, Bitcoin definitely could come down, like I said, into, could come back down into the 90s, easily come back down to the 90s with this fall. So alt are oversold. Am I wrong? Where is the bottom? Well, it depends on the alt. Right now, I mean, you can see on the weekly, I mean, we're not over, this is definitely oversold on the alts, right? Like XRP is definitely, I mean, it's working its way up right now. It's definitely over. It's definitely under purchased, I guess, or you can say oversold, whatever you want to say. Hey, bro, do you think we'll see new all times for HBAR this year? I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. Most people who comment don't know anything about it. Nothing. Been in crypto for 7 years. Most people who comment don't know anything about. Listen to Austin. I appreciate you, John. You're awesome, dude. It's good to see you, man. Long time no see. It's dropping more over the weekend. Very well could. Yeah. I mean, so you gotta be careful with where you're at with the indicators here, and protect yourself. What's up, Toxic Dave? Trading is what will keep bread on the table. Stats show trading is exactly how to not have bread on the table. Well, if you don't know how to do it, yeah. I mean, I 100% agree with you, dude. Buy, hold, forget about it, and be happy in 5 years. I guarantee you, the people that bought XRP and held, bought XRP at 350 and held over 7 years, or bought at the top of the markets and held for 7 years, that wasn't a good strategy. Last bear market, when people bought the tops of Bitcoin at 68,000 and held for 3.5 years, I don't think that did anything for them. Do you think XRP will trade at? Where do you think XRP will trade at in the bear market? Well, you hope that when it comes to any trades, like when it comes to you have to see where the peak of the bull goes. So like when the peak of the bull market hits, usually the alts lose about, previous history shows that like Bitcoin loses about 70% of its value, and alts lose about 85% of their value. So it all depends on where it hits, and then you just find the trigger. Like, hey, dude, if we hit the top of the bull market and it goes up, let's just say that XRP goes to $7, then for a fact that it's going to lose probably close to 80% of the market value. Which is why I've already charted this out like multiple times, right? I've already charted this out multiple times on here. I've always said that if it got to 701, which again, if it got to 701, or let's just say that the height of the market was 70, or it was like 8, I think I did 839 would be the height of the market. That means that our previous bull run's high was at 185. If we lost 76% of the market and we lose more than that, that means that we would come back down to a price of 190. 190 would be XRP's pricing. That's what we'd come back down to in the next bear market. The previous bulls, the previous high of the previous bull would be like where our fall to it would be. So we'd build back out of this, and then we'd come back down. We'd touch this, would be the previous low, would be the next low, right? Would be the previous high. So then we'd basically start the next bull. We would be able to start, at the bottom of this one and build up, versus starting at the bottom at 50 cents. We're going to be starting at, roughly $1.95. So Coinbase down. I don't know how to mess with it. Heading to 213. Yeah, we're right now we're at 236, 212.38, 212.44. I mean, HBAR's back to. I mean, we're probably already back in. Let's look at our perpetuals. Yeah, we're almost back into positives here. Yeah, positives. We're $32 away from positives in HBAR, and we are roughly, I was down $565 at the start of the stream, and we're about roughly $139 away from breaking even. So, yeah, it's okay. I mean, you got to just be patient. Patience will pay off. I need to go to $2 one more time. Yeah, it hasn't even started yet. There will be blood. There will be. I mean, you can see right now. I mean, I just showed you guys. You got to prepare. Don't ever come back at me and say I didn't tell you to be prepared, because you should be prepared. I just showed you this, that the weekly chart is showing bad, right? So although when you get into the weeds of it and you look and you're like, okay, the 12-hour, like right now things are looking good on the 12-hour, like, we're going to have a chance to build back out of here and we can get back up to these levels. Are we going to get back to 211? I don't know, but I'm just telling you that when you actually zoom out on Bitcoin, I mean, Bitcoin's going to fall. Bitcoin's going to come back down to a certain level. I don't know how far it's going to fall. Last time we had it from the peak to the bottom here, we roughly fell about, roughly 31%. So let's just say that we got back up to the top of here and we fall 30%. That puts us right back at 78,000 again, right? So it's tough to say. Ethereum actually is a little bit different here. Last time, because we haven't even peaked out. Last time we peaked out was back over here in 2021. But I mean, we hit these double peaks up here and we fell back down. Now we've come back up. We have not gotten stronger. It's gotten weaker actually on this next climb back up. We've gotten weaker on this. So the fallout could be even more, right? We get back into the 13s. We can get back into the 15s if we wanted to. Basically, I mean, you can see the fallout here was roughly 47% on that fallout. We had roughly, I mean, dude, like 65%, 66% on that fallout. That's crazy, right? December to roughly right around when we start climbing out back out in April. So it took us roughly, what is that? It took us roughly, it took us roughly what? I mean, it took us almost 161 days to get back to the peak. So if we're saying 161 days from now, right? So we're going to say from the peak, we'll say actually, we'll do it this way. Let's do it this way. It's actually going to be fun. So let's do it from the bottom of this market to the peak of this market puts us at roughly 84 days. 84 days was from the bottom of this one to the top of this one. Okay. So then we can say, okay, so does that match the previous one? Let's see. So the bottom of this market was right, or the bottom right there to the height of this one, which is right here, was 91 days. Gosh, dang, dude, that's actually kind of crazy. So 91 days to get to the top. And then it took us roughly, let's go from the top right here to the bottom, took us roughly 126 days. Gosh. So we'll just say that it's going to come back down and take 126 days. So that's going to put us at roughly August 25th, dude. August 25th is going to put us roughly when we hit the bottom of the market, August 25th. There you go, dude. August 25th, which I've already said, August going into September, dude. I didn't even know that. Just doing that math right there. I've never even done that before, but I've always said August roughly is what everything's showing us. And now you just do the math right there based off averages. Averages about 120 days from the top to the bottom. We know that the bottom's going to hit with H bar again and Ethereum. So I mean, technically, if you wanted to, you could just wait till August. You could say, screw it, dude, I don't want to be in crypto until August. When this bottom hits, I'm going to come long the shit out of it. Or you could say, hey, you know what? I'm going to start putting some shorts in and shorting this market all the way until August. I mean, you could do whatever you want to do. Game me up, Osterdomus. I'm going long on H bar right now. All right, bro. I mean, so far it's coming up. Almost back to 213. Almost back to 213 for XRP. We're back to almost 14.5 for XRP will fall to the fair value gap. Good. Let's see where the fair value gap's at. Are you looking on the which chart are you looking at? The daily at 12? There's a fair value gap at 218. That's the next fair value gap above it. You talking about the next 12-hour? Which one are you looking at, dude? You're talking about falling down to the 195 fair value gap? What time was Trump speaking? Someone said he was speaking all right. Still no speech. I didn't think he was speaking today. I don't know. Is there a banana zone or was that guy talking out his ass? No, the banana zone. So yeah, the banana zone is going to happen it's going to happen in August, right? We build up. You got to think. So if you zoom out on this, right? Let's zoom back out on this thing, right? So here's our first leg of the year, right? So I'm on a XRP. Let's go to Bitcoin here, right? Bitcoin is, let's just look at it here. So we're already at the bottom of this zone, right? So here we come up out of November. We're coming back up here. Now we're, this is kind of like the height of it. So you got to think he's basing this banana zone. He was basing this banana zone off of like November, right? So he's basically saying, okay, we're coming out of the peak of this. We hit our first zone here. We've hit our second zone here. We come down. And now we're hitting our third zone. Our third zone will be the peak, right? Our third zone will be the peak up here. So, I mean, that's kind of what you're hoping for. You're hoping for that we build up this next zone, we come back down, and we build back up. Again, we're not saying that this has to come, even if this comes down to 92, right? Even if it comes down into this fair value gap right here, I mean, that gives you enough zone to build back out of this. So, I mean, yeah, we're hitting basically the third tier of the banana zone here. The banana zone's really started back over here in the bottom of this market. Came up, we hit our first zone. We basically have hit our second zone, going into our third zone, and then we'll be out of it. So I'm still waiting to speed. Thank you, bro. Now I know Austin's ignoring me. BSMB. No, I'm not ignoring you, dude. Sometimes I see some comments, sometimes I don't, dude. Sorry. All these dips letting me catch up from only being behind. Yeah, I get you, dude. Sometimes these dips are good. Thanks for reviewing the charts today. No problem, bud. Look at the monthly. July and August should be top. Well, the top's right now. The top's already in. I mean, unless you have unless we do something like this over here where we do like a double top. When we do a double top, but we've only done a double top two times in the history of since August of 2021 to now. We double top twice. So we could double top right now. You know what I mean? Those are definitely on some different days. So let's see. Let us see what you're looking at. You got to come over to the YouTube side, Ace. I'm on the YouTube side. I can't stream over here. I got Mac products, and unfortunately TikTok doesn't allow me to do Mac products. So yeah, hi Austin. Appreciate the $2 super chat, bro. I've been seeing you, man. I promise. What position should we take now? You got wrecked in my longs. Now I just got wrecked in my longs. You got wrecked in your longs. Did you were you high leverage, Andrew? Did you have some higher leverage on that? Is that why? Yeah. But really, I mean, if you're in crypto, dude, like I'm gonna be honest with you guys, dude, and I think a lot of the A team can attest to it. You should be learning how to perpetuals trade. Yes, you should. November will be when we integrate Swift. Someone said he's talking. I haven't found anything that said he's actually talking. If we ever need some help in developing your strategy, feel free to reach out. I'm a developer. That's funny. $2 and change it. Do I take 50% profit at 300 now? I mean, these markets are rough, dude. Any profits are good profits, dude. Any profits, good profits. Stake your XRP. I don't know if I'd stake right now. I got wrecked barely on a couple longs, 20x. Sometimes you gotta be on, jump on and watch your margins. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, wait till the ETF gets passed. Yeah, I'm with you, Zach. It's not a briefing by the president. News is just excited because they're going to ask him questions between the White House and the Marine One. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Austin asking if he had high leverage is like a dad telling a kid, "I told you so." My dad was just. That's actually pretty funny. Were you recommending a newbie starts to learn perpetuals? I mean, you can learn them here. I mean, we talk about perpetuals every day, Mike. So as long as you show up, I mean, we talk about them every day here. 66% on the Bitcoin dominance is climbing pretty good today. We talk about every here. I mean, in our Discord, we talk about it in my Discord. You can join that if you'd like. It's up to you. We do it. Look at that, dude. XRP back to 213. Told you guys, man. I told you to just be patient. Just be patient, man. Patience pays off, dude. Patience pays off. 213 for XRP. See, we're already coming back, man. Where's that Dave guy? Where's Dave? Where are you, Dave? What was his name? Where's Dave at? Dave, get back in here. What is that guy's name? I want to find his name. What is his name? Dave. It wasn't Dave. It was something else. What was his name? Freaking Party Pooper. Where's Party Pooper at, dude? Where you at, Dave? It's too far back. My comments are way too far back. Where's Dave at? We're bouncing now. Yeah. The developer needs to make that Trump indicator. I know. I've already reached out to TradingView. I've actually hit up TradingView a couple times. His name was Victor. Victor, where you at, Victor? Thank you, Moist Mike. I knew you coming. I knew you were there, man. Victor, where you at, bro? Why you got to come in so hot? He just the unpatience. That's a guy who's not patient. Patience pays off, my guy. Get in and apologize, Dave. Austin, there was a rumor that Trump was going to start bombing this weekend. Yeah, that's craziness, dude. Here, the markets are already coming back. Look at this, dude. There was always a Dave. His name was Dick. Hey, Austin. Love your chill content. Is there a reason why you don't trade perps on Coinbase? Well, United States doesn't allow perpetuals on Coinbase, bro. Coinbase actually just announced that they were going to allow perpetuals this year. They're going to launch perpetuals in the United States. They turned down their perpetuals because of the SEC, so they closed all their perpetuals trading for Coinbase. And so I just went to BTCC. It's non-KYC. Washington's really strict on perpetual trading. They took down like MEXC, KuCoin, all the things that we did perpetual tradings back in the bear market. Last time, Binance.us is what I used a lot of. they took all that stuff down. I couldn't use it anymore. And so, I just was like, crap. So I was trading contracts on Coinbase, which was lame. And then like I started streaming with everyone here, and they're like, share with us, share with us. And I was like, dude, like Coinbase is really hard to share, especially when it comes to contract trading and perpetuals. And I was like, dude, screw this. So, then I just partnered with BTCC, and like I said, it's non KYC, no VPN. I don't have to attach any of my personal information to it. I just upload USDT onto it. They give out really good bonuses. I mean, and so I was just like, you know what, dude, I'm freaking using BTCC, and here I am using BTCC, and it's been awesome, dude. So yeah, the link's in my description box. And if you're learning how to do perpetual trading, I use BTCC, so I speak that lingo. So if you guys want to learn from that, just click on the BTCC link and get in there. You can do demo mode, bro. You don't even have to start with money, dude. Just start with the demo mode that's in there. Just start learning, dude. That's all I got to say. Just start learning, dude. But is this what you do for a living? Yes, Timothy. This is what I do for a living. I sit on and I look at charts all day. Dude, it hit that 213. XRP hit that 213, bro. And dude, look at that, dude. Look at the pressure coming on this, dude. That hit that 213. We're at the bottom of the RSI right here. We're at the bottom of this RSI right here. And this thing came up, hit the 213. That thing got hit hard to look at that, right at the top of the at that 50 the 0.5 fib. Hit that 0.5 fib, which again, this is a resistance level. Now this was a support. Excuse me. This was a major support level. Now it's a resistance level. So we got to get back above that 213 marker. This 0.5 is where we need to get back to. So SEC is the worst. Yeah, SEC did us dirty, dude. Just commented earlier, XRP 10K tomorrow. What package? I think I have like the number one trading package on there. I can use as many indicators as I want, stuff like that. I think I have access to it all. I can't remember what it is. I think I pay I think it's like $100 a month for it, something like that. Iran earthquake. ETH might hit the 220 on the bottom of the bullish support band. It could hit 220, yeah, 2200. When are you going to release the XRP settlement escrow? I don't know when they're going to do that. Hey, Austin, I love your channel. What's your take on XCN? I don't really trade XCN a lot. There's a lot of people out here that like XCN. A lot of people out here that are buying longs and shorts on XCN. I know that. Some people like the project. Some people are just trading it for BTC has a demo mode. Yeah, it does. It has a demo mode. And I think, again, at least download BTCC and go over to the demo mode, dude. Just do the demo. It's super simple. Right up here, there's a little thing that says, right here, it says demo trading. Right in the right-hand corner up here, just go over there. It gives you free money. Allows you to at least get used to how to trade and how to margin trade. And you can bring it over to the Discord and use that. Again, you don't have to put money in. This fellow's is demo mode. If you choose to use demo mode advance, I'm learning how to trade. I bought the bottom XRP dip, wondering how soon for a potential sale. Step into grace. You're at the monitor now. I mean, we're at the bottom of the hour. We're at the bottom of the. We're coming down. You can see that we're coming down hot. On the 4 hours, a little off kilter. The 12 hours coming down. This is where you got to worry right now. This is where it's showing you. This is where it's being bearish here. So you got to be very careful here, because these could come down easily, and we get back down and settle around this 208 marker like we saw right here. Came up, came down right here, came back up. But I mean, we came down hot right here, and we're trying to work our way out of this one. And we very well could turn into something like this, right? This is the closest indicator right here. Let me zoom out on this a little bit. Is this same little sense we had right here, right? Same sort of deal. We had the same kind of hiccups in these things. We could do the same thing. So, do something like that where it comes up, and then we could, peak up like this again. But yeah, it'll be interesting to sort of see how this plays out. Total looks like 300 trillion. What program are you using for demo trading? Oh, BTCC, American made. If you actually go into my profile, go into my main profile where all my videos are, I put the BTCC link in there. You can click on that, and it's again, you don't have to put any information. You just have to put your email address, and then you can do demo trading on the perpetuals. It's actually pretty legit. Hey, Ria, thanks so much for the ice cream cone. Jacob, thanks so much for the $2 super chat. Thanks, Austin, for everything. Hey, no problem. I appreciate you being here, man. Embarrassed to say I'm long in Fartcoin and doing amazing. Hell yeah. It's all good, Hopium. Sometimes we get that little degen in us. Austin, what do you think about Pepe? I mean, Pepe's, A degen play, bro. Like, you have a chance to do really good moves, but Pepe's not looking too hot right now. So we'll see we'll see where it does. It's come down. I mean, we haven't been this low since right around May 8th when we hit this low right here. But I mean, it's trying to work its way back up on the 12, right? Same with the 4 hour. It's trying to work its way back up. But yeah, Pepe is just a degen play. You have an opportunity to make really good swing trade if you want to. I could buy more if it dips more. I don't have to sell yet. Just wondering when a good time would be. Like I said, it depends on what you're playing for here. Like me, for instance, I'm down here. I'm trying to wait for it to come back up, into this 220, into this, 225 marker. You can see that we consistently hit this 210 marker. We come up, we go above the 382 level. We dip back below, hit the 210 marker. We go well above the 382. We've done this 1, 2, 3. We've done it a lot of time. I'm not saying that we could break this trend. Like, this trend's not necessarily set in stone, but you're following trends and you're hoping. We've been following this trend since all of May. Been making tons of money off of XRP. So my goal was to get back up here to where then I could short the hell out of XRP again. That's literally what I was trying to do. I'm trying to long up to the 382 level to short down to the 0.5 to the 0.5 level. And unfortunately, we've had this little dip today that I thought for sure we were going to break out today. I really did. Thought we were already starting this morning. I was like, oh hell yeah, dude, we're going to get to the 382 level and I could short again today. That's literally what was my plan. But we've had a little hiccup in the plan. But we're still staying the course. Michael, thanks so much for gifting 5 memberships to the A team. If Michael G gifted you a membership, please say thank you to Michael. And those 5 new members, welcome to the A team. Appreciate you a ton, man. Park your money in ETH and XRP and utility until full alt season. Yeah, you could do that, Tay. I mean, I have a huge bag in HBAR, XRP, ETH, Bitcoin that's just sitting on my ledger, dude. And then I just play around with perpetuals to bring, to have some excitement in your life. How's soccer going? Your kids win. We have our first game tomorrow in the tournament. They have a big tournament. They play against the top teams in the state tomorrow, or this weekend. So my daughters are both on the A team. Basically, they're on the number 1 team, and they play against the top teams in the state. So yeah, it's gonna be a big weekend. I'm kind of excited to see have them go out there and showcase their skills. So yeah, they've done really well. I got yesterday. I should share a video with you, dude. My daughter was putting on some freaking moves yesterday, dude. I should have fan clip it. I should play some of these videos. Like my little 8-year-old, she's out there she was playing with let's see, she's 8. No, she just turned 9. Sorry, she just turned 9. She turned 9 on the 13th. They both turned 9 on the 13th. And she was playing yesterday with how old are those girls? What is that? 8, 9, 10, like 12-year-olds. She was playing with 11-year-olds. Sorry, she's playing with 11-year-olds yesterday. And she was, just turned 9, so she was playing with them. Dude, she did really well. Dude, she's putting some moves on some of these girls. I was like, damn, bro. And there was their 1 team. That was their 14-1 teams. And I was like, okay, she's ready to rock and roll. Well, I guess I need to get back into the Discord and learn the perpetuals. Yeah, step into grace. You should. I'll be opening up a VIP section in the Discord this coming next week, and that's all we're going to be doing is train perpetuals. So, like I said, download the BTCC link. If you want to do it, dude, download that BTCC link and at least do the demo trading and then come over to the Discord, man. And that's what we'll be doing all next week. I'll be spending a lot of time in there. There's going to be a new tier being created here on YouTube, and you can do that. Your kids are on the A team. Coincidence? I think not. I didn't think about that, Moist Mike. That's actually pretty funny. They're on the A team. I guess I should say the number 1 team, but that's actually funny. Good catch, Mike. That's why I pay you the big bucks. Same with yesterday. I was short and doing well, and then it was all of a sudden rally just at lunch. Yeah, I still haven't figured out how to get into Discord. All right, Jacob, the best thing you could do to get in Discord here, and I'm gonna make a video. Maybe I'll make a video. May as well spend my time making a video today, dude. So connect go over here to your settings down here. If your guys are just getting onto this and you're trying to get into the Discord here because you're a member, go down to the settings right here. Go over where it says connections right here. It says connections, and then you're going to click connections. Streamer mode enabled. What the hell does that even mean? What is streamer mode enabled? But you're going to click connections here, and then it's going to go into, I don't even know what that means. What the hell is streamer mode? I don't even know what that means, dude. Oh my God, it's going to piss me off. Okay, there we go. It was telling me streamer mode enabled, so you couldn't see my my stuff. I don't care. You go down here and you can do connections, and you connect your let's see. Anyways, this thing is pissing me off already. You go over there, you go to the connections, you connect your YouTube. I don't know why it's doing that. It's kind of annoying me already. And then you come over here where it says start here, and you'll say choose or rules, and you want to click this little checkbox right here. It says you agree to the rules of this Discord, and then you choose the rooms that you want to be into, and like that's the easiest way to do it. Yeah, I know it's kind of annoying me. I'm like, gosh, dude, hide your friends and stuff. It's kind of I'm open book, man. Fortune secret. I'm open. I don't really hide a whole lot. I share my wallets. I share my positions. I share where I'm going. I don't really hide a whole lot, dude. I'm pretty much an open book. So you can see my Discord. I don't, you know what I mean? You can see what I'm clicking on. Nothing to really hide here. It's better to be pissed off than pissed on. Go Core. You're crazy, bro. Oh, he's showing now. He's showing now. You know, Michael G. I'm starting to come out now. If Trump tells the country about China sending all those 747s to Iran, it would definitely affect the markets. Could protect yourself. Protect yourself. Put those stop losses in so you don't lose too much. Right. One thing I was telling everyone I do, just like because they were saying like, oh, I don't want to trade on the perpetual futures side where I can't do this. Well, what you could do is you could always go over here and add your profits. And let's just say that like you have like you're risking like this one I have like $300 on the line. You can go over here and you can say, okay, well, I don't want to lose more than 300. I'm okay losing 300. I don't want to lose it all, but if I have to lose, I'm okay losing 300. So that's about a 5%. So if it hits 13,736, then I'm okay. Then basically like I'm okay losing that. So you hit confirm, and now you basically just turned your you just turned this into you turned your cross into an isolated event. So that's good. Can't wait to get into Discord. Hell yeah, Z-Goals. What exchange will list Pure Wallet token be listed on? When do you know? Good question, Jackie's. I don't know. Or what exchange will be on now. I don't know how the VIP upgrade will work. Austin will tell us next week. Yeah, I think I'm just going to launch a tier 2. So there'll be a tier. So right now there's tier 1, which is $1.99. And you become an A-team. You're an A-team member. You're here on the channel. You get a badge next to your name. You get emojis. Then you get access to the Discord as part of that. And then there's going to be a VIP section, which gives you basically all the perks of the tier 1. And then you have a tier 2, which will be VIP, which will give you access to the VIP section. So that'll be coming out. That's going to be separate from the one you got right now. And then in that tier 2 will be solely focused on perpetual trading. Because a lot of the A-team, I'm going to say, well, we did a poll yesterday. Dude, 100 people, 100 of the A-teamers out here said that they wanted to join. So 100 people want to join the VIP section of the Discord. And a lot of people have been asking for the perpetuals trading over there. I just haven't done it. So I said, you know what, dude, we'll just make it happen. Many videos on YouTube showing you the ins and the outs. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of videos out there for sure. I'm just buying and holding. I don't know how to do shorts and longs. Where can I learn this? Yeah, you could do. There's a lot of videos out there. Like I said, we'll be doing it. We do it in the Discord right now, and we'll be doing a lot more hands-on here soon. So you got to start somewhere. Like I said, I put the link in here for BTCC. You do click on the link, download the link, and at least do the demo. Just go through the demo version of it. You get fake money. I mean, like let's just go over the demo version. Switch into demo mode here. You come in here and do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Look at this. I still got a trade in here from when did I make this trade? This trade was average open price was 228. I did a 3x leverage, and I risked, I don't know, what I put in $5,000. Like I was just playing around with it, right? So you get free money in here, and you can come in, you can do any trade you want, at any leverage you want. You could play around with it. It's actually pretty legit. So yeah, demo is the way to go. Yeah, absolutely is, dude. If you're learning, that's the best way to go, dude. But you got to learn. If you're in crypto, you got to learn, dude. I'm going to tell you that right now. You got to learn how to do this. You got to learn how to perpetuals trade, dude. I'm not saying to go like, break the bank. I'm not saying go gamble away all your time. I'm saying like, you got to learn it. You got to learn it, dude. Because the bear market comes, it's going to be rough if you don't know. You have to pay $199 a month to connect the YouTube to the Discord. Yeah, you got to become a member first, dude. So once you become a member, then you're able to connect it, and then the Discord recognizes that you're a member of the A-team. And then you're good to go. Any more crypto guests scheduled to come on? John, probably not, dude. But I'm definitely going to try to incorporate my father into my into the VIP section so that people want to talk to him about stuff they can. Get the Hawk to a girl to join. I don't know about that. Lionheart, what's up, bud? What's my thoughts on XCN? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what my thoughts are. Look at the XRP back to 13.56. Hell yeah, dude. We're back in the green now, guys. We are back in the green now, baby. Up $17. See, patience pays off. Patience pays off. Look at that, guys. We're back in the green. We're making money now. We're making money now, guys. Little patience, a little, believing in your indicators, believing in where this is going to go pays off. So we'll see where this goes now. We'll see where it goes. We'll see if we have the bounce back that we're hoping for. Keep our fingers crossed and go from there. So 13.56. If you made that swing trade, bro, if you had the guts to leverage this and be up right now and be up right now about 2% on a leverage trade, you deserve every bit of it. Victor, where you at, Victor? Victor, where you at, bro? I need you in here. Where's Dave at? Get in here, Dave. Let's go back in the green. Hell yeah, baby. Even H bar is looking pretty solid right now. Let's go back to our H bar trade. Our BTCC trade's down just a little bit from yesterday. We made that trade yesterday. It's still sitting down. Let's see. Our BTCC current price is where are we at? 14.4. So we're down just a little bit on our H bar, but H bar is looking sexy. I'm not gonna lie. Victor crying in the corner right now. 214 up next. Let's send it, baby. Send it. It's all right. It's climbing right now. 213.69. Patience always. Yeah, dude. If this doesn't teach you anything, this should teach you patience. Watching Fox News and Trump is now heading to New Jersey to talk about the issue in Iran. Okay, nice, dude. I said Dave. Victor, what's up, bud? Yeah, just in the background. Not you, Victor. It's a different Victor, dude. Not you. Not you. It was a different Victor. He was actually in orange and wearing V. Had a V for. He had a V for. I'm not going to say it, but that's what he acted like. Here waiting for December alt prices. Okay. H bar needs to move next. We'll see if anyone can read my mind on that one. Been through 3 bull markets, not planning to ride through the bear. Yeah, 100% Tay. Don't do that. Patience always wins. Yeah, don't want to do that. Open 26 at 212. All right. Here waiting for December. What's up, Bill? Up 14%. Let's roll. Hell yeah, AirScent. There you go, baby. H bar needs to move next. H bar is moving, dude. We're back to almost 14.5, so we're getting there. We're getting there, dude. BTC to 92. Damn, Devin. Damn. Have you ever taught fair value gaps? We talked about them, yeah, Andrew. Yeah, we talk about fair value gaps all the time. That's one of the bigger indicators on here. But all right, guys, we hit back above the 213.50 right now. We're back in the green. The bounce back is real. Patience pays off. So it was a fake out to the downside. I mean, that's kind of what we were saying, dude. It's just a liquidity grab. I think it's a lot of it's AI driven, but I mean, protect your profits now, dude. You're in the profits. Protect your profits. Protect your losses. Don't over leverage yourself. There's so many things to say, but like I said, if you took anything away from today, the biggest thing is to at least download the BTCC app and get into demo mode and learn the markets, dude. Just learn the markets if you haven't done it. Please just do that for me. Don't put money in there. Just learn the markets first. Learn the trade. Do the demo mode, man. You'll feel so much more confident. So yeah, with all that, I hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. Hope we have a nice little bounce back throughout the day. We'll see what happens here. We might not. So, again, protect yourself. And I hope you guys all have, like I said, a great Friday. I'll be over in the Discord. So with all that, love you guys a ton. Thank you guys so much for being here. And we're out. Peace out, everyone. Peace out, Discord or TikTok.